Hey, what's up guys? Comic Bags 22, and today I'm going to be making a video for Metarog, and this is his 1 year full of subs birthday giveaway. So I understand you said your birthday is in August, so happy birthday to you, Metarog, and this is your 1 year full of subs contest. You're a great channel, definitely one of the best in this entire community. You make amazing videos, and I just think you're amazing, and you're an inspiration to me because one day I hope to be able to have as much comic knowledge as you do. And I always say whenever I'm making a video like this, you know, like, you're one of the best in the community or whatever, and that's just honestly because everyone in this community is the best. This community, this community is just so great, and I've really had a lot of fun in this community so far. So that's what I mean when I say you're one of the best, is because really everyone is the best. So I don't mean to single anyone out over others, but Metarog, you are definitely an amazing content creator, as well as an amazing person, and definitely full of comic knowledge, which is pretty good personality traits if I do say so myself. So I actually really enjoyed coming up with the stuff for your contest. It's really creative, and so I'm really excited actually to make this video. So I apologize that it's pretty late. Your deadline, I believe, is September 9th or September 13th, something like that. So I'm trying to get this video in, and I understand that I also do have to subscribe to someone in the comments, so I will definitely be doing that when I am commenting the link to this video in your comments. So the first part of this, so this is creating your dream team, your favorite, or like your character, your artist, your writer, all of that stuff. So yeah, and so this stuff here is a hint. The stuff in the background is a hint. So for my cover artist, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Greg Capullo. So that's hint number one. This book here. So Greg Capullo, this Batman book has always been a dream book for me. I've always wanted this book since I started collecting, and I finally got it. And so Greg Capullo, I love the way he does covers. It just looks so nice, and his New 52 run, just amazing. So Greg Capullo definitely would be my cover artist of choice. My writer, again, a little hint here, would have to be Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder, I love his work. I think he writes some amazing stuff. I love this Batman New 52. I've only read the first story arc of that in trade, but I do hope to read more of that, because it's such a classic Batman run. But yeah, Scott Snyder would be my writer, and just the stuff he writes is just great. So yeah, I do really enjoy the stuff he puts out, and his Justice League series so far is pretty cool. I'm excited to see more of that. So my interior artist would have to be Jim Lee. So Jim Lee already does a lot of covers, so I thought it'd be a little bit boring to put him as the cover artist, just because he already does a lot of cover art, and for the Justice League series, he is doing all the B covers, so I thought it'd be a little more creative to put Greg Capullo there. He's a great interior artist also, like in the New 52 run and all that. He is a great interior artist. But there's something about his covers that are so great. His signature is pretty awesome also. So I do think it'd be really cool to see Jim Lee and Greg Capullo working together in one story. Would just be too cool. With Greg Capullo doing the covers and Jim Lee doing the art and Scott Snyder doing the writing, I think I'd go crazy. So I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that'd be so cool if all those paired together. And then the main character would have to be Batman. So Jim Lee has worked on Batman, Greg Capullo has worked on Batman, and Scott Snyder has worked on Batman. All of them have worked on Batman. Snyder, obviously writing this Batman series here. Also, he wrote like Dark Knight's Metal, and he's writing Justice League, so he's really great with Batman. I think I prefer him over Tom King, and I just think he writes Batman, like the character, just really well. So I would definitely enjoy to see Scott Snyder writing that. And then Jim Lee worked on Hush. He did the art for Hush, did the covers and the interior art, and he does just such a good job of drawing Batman. Just looks amazing. So if you ever want to like see him drawing Batman and stuff, I definitely recommend going onto YouTube and searching him up. It's amazing how he draws Batman. It's all just a bunch of scribbles, and then all of a sudden it just turns into something. So definitely recommend watching him in action drawing. And then Greg Capullo, obviously, has worked on the New 52 run as well. And so all three of them have worked on Batman from time to time. And so them coming together to work on a new Batman series would be just totally awesome. So I'd definitely be down for that. And then the plot, I'd have to go with a dark and gritty plot, because I always think those are the best for Batman. I think something that would be really cool would be almost a like a revised Nightfall. So perhaps something where Batman doesn't necessarily win, because in Nightfall he's able to beat him, I believe. I haven't actually finished Nightfall. I have the first omnibus, but I don't really want to get into spoiling anything like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that he wins. But, yeah, so. And then in the Dark Knight movies, obviously it's the last one, and again, both of these came out a long time ago, so I hope you guys aren't offended if I spoil some stuff. But in the end, Batman does fly away, and really that's about it. He beats Bane and he flies away, and that's it. But I think a cool story would be maybe if Bane were to beat Batman, and at the end you get to see how life would be with Bane ruling over. And maybe Batman doesn't necessarily lose, but I don't want him to like overpower Bane. I want it to be where at the end there's resolution, but it's not necessarily Batman winning, So I think that would be kind of cool. And for the antagonist, I'd have to go with Bane, obviously. And I'd really like a dark Bane, I don't really know how to say this, but like a big Bane, so, but not like too big, because I want him to be human, a lot of my issue with Bane a lot of times is that they make him too big, to the point where he's like huge, and I think it'd be cool if he was more just normal sized, but not like in the Dark Knight, not in those ones, because I thought he came off as too human in those. And I do really want to see a lot of backstory on Bane, with the Venom and his time in prison. And I really want a lot of backstory. So I really want this story arc, or story, I guess, to be like pretty long, like a long story. So not just like a 4-part miniseries or anything like that. I want it to be like 20 issues or something like that. And so back to the antagonist, I'd have to do Bane. And then I feel like for a classic good Batman story, you always need Joker somewhere in there. So I feel like a cool, like, dark Joker would be good. Like a really gritty classic Joker, so not like really funny, but really corrupt and evil. And I think Scott Snyder would be perfect for writing that role. So yeah, so I hopefully you guys don't mind any spoilers to the Dark Knight movies or to Nightfall. So hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me for that, but I feel like most of you in this community, being, into comics and all that, have probably seeing the conclusions for both of those. So Metarog, happy birthday to you. I don't know exactly when your birthday is this month. Or well, last month, because I can't believe it's September now. So yeah, so happy birthday to you, and 1 year full of subs. I hope it goes on to 2 and 3 and many years to come. So yeah, thank you for the really creative contest. Hope you enjoyed my video response. Sorry it's been a bit delayed, but I've been super busy and I was out on vacation for a bit and stuff like that, so hopefully you're not too upset about that. But I don't expect you would be. You're a nice guy. So, thank you for opening it to under 18. And, of course, if I do win, I would be more than happy to have my dad talk to you, by the way. But, because I believe that is one of your requirements, parent, like, permission before you send something. So, thank you for the great contest, and I hope you enjoyed. So, thank you, everyone.